Hi guys, this is Jules and welcome to my review on the Viral series. I'm going to tell you guys about the Viral series books 1 and 2. So, I'll go ahead and get started. Virals 1 by Kathy Reach. Sorry, lost train of thought for a minute. In this book, you learn about Tori Brennan and her friends Shelton, Ben, and Hi, and they're just regular teenagers, and they all live on Morrison Island. Not very big island, and they are still in high school, and they're just being teenagers, and they go to Loggerhead Island to explore all the time and do teenager stuff. And Dr. Carson, the boss on Loggerhead Island at the laboratory, Laurie, don't believe they should be there, and he doesn't like that, and he wants them banned. So, but since their parents happen to work there, that's why they're allowed to be on Loggerhead Island. And as this goes along, there's monkeys roaming the island, and there happens to be a pack of wolves as well. Whisperer is the mother, and then Whisperer has a companion named, well, I actually don't know its name, sorry, but has a male companion, and they had at least one cub, at least one wolf cub called Coop, and he happens to go missing in this whole ordeal. And they just don't take it seriously at first because they figure he's just ran off hunting and exploring. But as things go on, these teenagers, just being teenagers, and they stumble across dog tags and they research it and they realize they can't read it, so they decide to figure something out. And Hi knows how to work a sonicator, and all of a sudden they decide, oh, I know where a sonicator is. We'll go back to Loggerhead Island and get into the laboratory and clean it. So they clean it, and so they are in the lab. While they're cleaning this, they notice it has a name on it, that this person's Catholic, possibly, and possibly O positive, and the name K Heaton or P Heaton. And so they go researching about that later. But while they're doing this, after this, they notice security, another part of this building 6, that there's a secret spot, and there's new security, like, oh, we can't get in there. But they decide to try the default code, and it happens to work. They're thinking pretty much, hello, people, you need to change the default code when it's a new security system. But they get in, they check it out, and all of a sudden, Tori gets really upset. She's like, Coop, what are you doing here? Okay, stop. They read the clipboard and find out that he's being experimented on by a polvovirus that is, not, is actually making him sick, I should say. And it's not supposed to infect humans, supposedly, at least the one they think. And as they go along, they decide on taking Coop with them after much debate. And also, they decide to take care of him, sanitize everything. As they're taking care of Coop, they take turns. And also, they were researching on the Heaton person, and plus they're getting sick after Coop all of a sudden gets better, and they're like, what in the heck is going on here? Things are just getting weird and weird and weirder. And Ben, out of all of them, he's fine at the moment, so no symptoms is coming up. They're getting weird symptoms as like blacking out, going to the bathroom a lot, which isn't fun. and also they're having like Tori is having like psychic seeming like symptoms, and Shelton, I forget, but for sure I believe he was having some blackouts. Um but yeah, as they keep going on, after a while they realize they realize Coop's parents, like, they look it up, find out that poliovirus 19 B19 is a new strand of to it, and they ended up infected with it because the normal one don't infect humans, but there's other ones that can, and this new strand that's not out there yet or whatever is infecting them, and they are trying to figure it out. So now they got these symptoms like, we just got infected by Coop. So now they got this infection, and they eventually start trying to figure out how to control it and everything else. So they end up coming up with their new name for their pack. So they protect each other. So, and that's pretty much what's going on in this one. They look up and find out also that the Heaton on the duct tape is somebody about Kathy Heaton and everything. So, and yeah, there's just mostly a lot of research in this book. So yeah, a very good book, and I haven't put it on Goodreads yet, but I'm going to be giving this book 5 stars. It was a really amazing book. Yeah, and I can't wait to find out in the second book, which I did. So I'll go ahead now and tell you guys about the second book in this series, which is Seizure by also Kathy Reach. Oh, this book was so like epic. This one actually got way better. I'm sorry, I can get a little more comfortable here. And in this book, they end up at the beginning. It don't like the first part talks about Annie Bonnie, so it kind of throws you off for a minute. But after that, Tori and her friends, they end up doing a big adventure because they end up in a situation where they may have to move, and she's also don't like her father's girlfriend, which you actually find out about her in the first book. She still don't like her in this book. Her name's Whitney, and they don't get along, but she ends up doing cotillion balls, and that's where she ends up bumping into Bracefield, an older gentleman that tells her about the painting she comes across in the ballroom, and it's of Annie Bonnie, the female pirate, and at first she's interested, but she ain't like researching it yet, so she kind of listens and everything, and after that, after a few days or so, she ends up really interested in it. But before that, her parent Kit ends up coming home and say, hey, I may be losing my job because Laurie's going downhill, and it's not good. So it's a big treasure hunt because she ends up find out more about Annie Bonnie. They go on a treasure hunt to try not have to move and keep the laboratory open and everything. And by this point, the parvovirus B19 that they're infected with, they now are calling their symptoms flaring, because now they have by now they have golden eyes, and they black out still, but they're able to control it a little bit more, but not so much yet. They're still working on it. And they also have intensity for certain things, like they mentioned the first. Here it gets even more intense about their flares and everything else. A very all around good book. I could go on probably forever for this book here, right here. This was amazing second book. I just really enjoyed this book. I definitely love how this ended. It was very intense ending. Still leaves it open though, so I can't wait to read the next books in this series, but it might be a bit, so definitely hope to, before the year's out, at least read one or two more before the new year. So we'll have to see. So yeah, these two. Oh, and also, before I forget, this book I'll also be giving 5 stars on Goodreads soon as I can get this book up and the first one up. So yeah, as soon as I get these on Goodreads, I'll definitely rate them and everything, and you guys can see on Goodreads as well. But these books were just like epic and amazing. I really actually end up enjoying them. I don't know. It's kind of, Virals one is kind of dark. That's upside down. Let's see if I turn it this way in the light. See both of them at the same night. Yep. A little bit good. And other than that, they're good. And I think Ellie let me be very intrigued by this, I should say, I guess. I should say, not really, let me, I should say, for inspiring me, I should say, that's a better way to put it, that not letting anything, really, I said that wrong, it should be inspiring me to read these books, and I'm so happy she did, and sorry that I kind of said all that wrong, but I meant inspired me to read these. So I guess that's about it for this review of those two books. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Viral series, and I thank you guys for watching. Definitely go check them out and let me know what you think about them after you read them, or if you've already read them, let me know what you think down below, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!